I was trying to see, was this thing recording? I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see that well. Let me put my glasses on so I can see some things, and then I can take them off because it has a glare when I'm recording. Let's see. Let me get this thing back on here. All right. All right, I'm recording. So good morning, good Monday morning. Let's just come down here. Okay, I just don't want to make sure I click off because then I have to record it again. So good morning, Monday morning, if I can speak. I am feeling awful. My foot is killing me. I fell last year sometime. I was I was at work on my break and I tripped over the cord that goes to my office to my Ethernet cable. Well, it was the Ethernet cable cord that ran from the living room down the hallway to my office, past my bedroom. I was going in my bedroom and I tripped over the cord and I twisted my foot. And ever since then, last year, it was about this time last year, I've been having problems with my left foot. So it is in excruciating pain. It is excruciating and it's been hurting all this weekend. Hence my cane. I bought this cane back in 2012. Actually, my mom bought it from Maxway in Louisville. I seen it in there and I was like, when she was going back to Augusta, I was like, I need you to go in the store and get me one of those canes. So this cane has been with me since 2012. Well, it was with her for a while and then she brought it to me. And then I found another one, a dark wood one. As I love the wood on it. I'm talking about a cane, really. But when I go walking, when I do that, I've always taken a stick with me, because something could attack you or whatever like that, like a wild dog or something. So I've always had it, and I wanted it for that. But I'm finding it useful now because my foot. So I know I'm 40 years old, and it's gonna look strange when me walking with a cane, but oh well. Gotta do what I gotta do. At least it ain't got no hook on it. Like the old folks cane that my grandma used to have. Oh, so what I want to talk about this morning is this week will be the wrap up week for rap. It's gonna be the wrap up week, and I did some reading this weekend, and also I came out and did a video a couple days ago on some things, and so just wanted to say that I'm on my way to my mental health appointment this morning, and that's pretty much it. Let's see what I need to talk about. There was nothing that I could think of. We have a forum that we go and talk about things on that's called In the Garden. And so, like I said last week, I put some stuff out there that I felt would be beneficial to some people if they read it. I also listened to a great sermon yesterday at First Baptist in Atlanta. I follow them and watch them on Sundays. I used to live across the street from the church when I lived in Atlanta, and I used to go there also too. And so, but beyond that, as a little girl, my grandmother always watched First Baptist. She always enjoyed watching Charles Stanley. And, as a little girl, and I used to watch it. Me and my sister used to watch it with her. So it was amazing. When I moved into the place, I had no idea that was the church. When I moved into my apartments across the street from there, I had no idea. and somebody that was staying in the complex said, "You want to go to the watch night service, which is the New Year's Eve service?" And I knew it said First Baptist, but she was like, "Yeah, that's Charles Assembly Church," and I was like, "What?" So it's just so funny how life evolve around certain things, and you get to experience certain things that you may experience as a young child, and then you grow older, and it's just funny how life evolves. And so, and they say it's a small world. So, um, yeah, I watched their service, and the gentleman that spoke yesterday, it was a really good service. It was about, um, what word do I want to use that he used? Basically, talking about the Good Shepherd and volunteering your time through service through the church. And he spoke on some good scriptures, which was talking about, the Lord came to be of service to others, and how we can be service to others, and to the church. So I watched the whole sermon, and I really got something out of it, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I did want to see Pastor George speak yesterday, but listening to him, it was meant for him to speak on that, because he was saying, he went back to scripture saying, don't do things out of selfish means or out of wanting to be given accolades on earth, like when you do stuff. He talked about also the washing of the feet, and how Jesus washed his disciples' feet, and how just the Lord's whole lifespan of him being here on earth was to be of service to other people. And he was saying, he made a comment, he said, when the people that open the doors for you at church, and the people that ride around, because I know when I took my grandmother before she passed to the service one Sunday, he was talking about the people that ride around on the golf carts to take you from your car to the church if you can't walk, or if you park far away. And he was talking about the service that they provide. And I know for a fact that everybody that I would meet, and this was years and years ago. This has been about 20 years ago, because I've been in Dublin since 2009. But he was saying the level of service people give. And so that Sunday, and I'm getting ahead of myself. The Sunday that we drove there, we parked, and this gentleman came up to us. He was of African descent. He was driving the driving the go-kart, and he just stopped and he asked us. He said, "Do y'all want to ride?" And it was me, my grandmother, my uncle, and we got in the go-kart, and he just talked to us, and we told him we was coming to see the service from Dublin. And he was just so nice and so sweet and so pleasant. And when the pastor was speaking yesterday, he was saying that, he had these different things that, the level of service that, you should give, and that they offer to people when they come to the church to visit or as members. And I know he was telling the truth, because I have never felt out of place at First Baptist. I've never been a member, but when I used to go there, and when I would visit, I never felt out of place. I never felt any type of energy where it was, I wasn't wanted, or it was a side eye or anything like that. Everybody has always been at First Baptist in Atlanta. So nice and so sweet. And I used to go to Bible study there too sometimes during the week. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. But I watched that service yesterday, and that was pretty much all I did yesterday. I'm trying to think, was there anything else I want to discuss real quick? I've been out here for 10 minutes. I don't think there's anything else. I'm going to get me some breakfast because I've taken my medicine this morning. Got to check my blood pressure. My dog is not doing good, Coco. He's not doing good. And so I don't know what I'm going to do as far as taking him to the doctor or anything like that. But he's slowly doing better. But he was bad off early a couple of days ago. About 5 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago, he was pretty bad off. So I walked in this morning. He used the bathroom and everything. So he wouldn't eat his snack. Nah, and he loves his snack. So something got to be done about going and get him checked. But that is pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I said a prayer this morning, and I said I was going to tell my online diary that occasionally when I pray, I think to myself, if I could give God something for all that He's done, but not so much all that He's done, just to be of service to Him. I know obedience is the main thing that God craves from us, is for us to listen to His word and be obedient to His word and to His, to each other. But I sometimes juvenilely think of like, and this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm like, if I could give the Lord an ice cream, I would. Like, or just hug Him, hug Jesus, hug the Lord, I would, cause I picture Him more than just this. I picture Him in so many different ways. And so this morning I was saying, Lord, when I come to you with my problems and my concerns and my wishes and my things that I want you to do, I just want to ask you, how are you doing today? How is your day going? And if I could hear a voice back to say to me, Lyra, I'm doing good, or Lyra, I'm working on it, And I think we have to get in the mindset of asking sometimes the Lord, what can we do for you today? Because He does so much for us. And like I said, I look at Him as something where I have such a personal relationship that, if I could give Him a hug or tell Him it's going to be okay. I think back to the book of Exodus when it was talking about how He was grieved He was grieved in heart for Him creating us. I think it was in Genesis or Exodus. I want to say it was Exodus because of the disobedience of the Israelites when they were supposed to go to the promised land, and the trip wound up, well, it was supposed to be only 4 days, and it turned into 40 years, and I just think of that. It was supposed to be 40 or 4 days, and it turned into 40 years. I can't remember exactly, but it said He was grieved in spirit because of the disobedience and the things that the people were doing that was in contrary to what He had asked them to do as far as obedience. And if anything, after all they had seen with Pharaoh and with him parting the Red Sea and promising them, the manna falling from the sky, all the things that He had shown them. I think the water with the rock coming out was also in Exodus. Not sure. But I just think sometimes we should reflect on not so much what He's done, but who He is and how we can ask Him for how we can be a better person by serving Him and serving others, and just being thankful and grateful for all He has done. So I just wanted to say that, Because when I get to heaven, it's going to be ice cream. And when I get to heaven, you know, we're going to be in a wonderful group where we have so many questions answered to all the things that kept our brains spinning while we was here on earth. And maybe some of those questions won't even matter once you get there, because everything will be so beautiful and glorious that, you know, the questions you had about, well, where do you come from and how did you get here, and that won't even matter. So I'm on a tangent this morning, but just showing you a side of me that I usually don't show. But enough of my rambling. Like I said, I'll come out Friday with the video to show to see how everything went Thursday with my class, and how my week has been. So I thank you for listening. As always, my name is Lyra Edmond, and I hope you have a wonderful week for whoever that watches my video. And keep God first in your life. All right. Thank you.